uh, if you guys haven't picked up so far, I always start class by dancing. You're welcome. Positive vibes your way. Now, you are fresh off of a great morning of creating your very own mosca. I mean mosque. Now, this afternoon we are going to be talking about an equally important topic. So, this afternoon, our CHQ is as follows. How did the Islamic Empire expand so quickly? The Islamic Empire is very famous for many things. One of those things is for its rapid expansion and getting a ton of believers in a very short amount of time. So today, we're going to look at how on earth did that actually happen. Now, in order to understand this a little bit better, let me present to you the expansion of Islam, a quick timeline. Presented by yours truly, Mr. Huntsinger. So, the year is 632. Muhammad dies. We have talked about this already. Now, unfortunately for the Islamic Empire, they have to figure out, okay, our prophet just died. Who is going to be our leader now? Now, immediately, the religion of Islam splits into two different groups that, by the way, still exist today. Now, on one hand, you have the Sunnis. The Sunnis believe that Islam should be led by Muhammad's friends. On the other hand, you have the Shias. They believe that Islam should be led by Muhammad's family. The age-old question, friends or family? Now, ultimately, what ends up happening is the first four leaders following the death of Muhammad, these leaders are called caliphs, kings in Arabic. These guys become known as the rightly guided caliphs. In fact, these are four of the most successful Islamic rulers in all of Islamic history. So they're off to a really good start. Then, to make things actually a little bit better, a family in the year 661 called the Umayyad family takes over and they create what is called a dynasty. Now, a dynasty, we'll talk more about that in our unit of China, but little preview, a dynasty is a family of rulers. These guys dramatically expand Islam. Now, Islam actually continues to grow. In the year 750, the Umayyad family, which was actually a very successful family, is overtaken by an even more successful family called the Abbasid family. They overthrow the Umayyads, and the Abbasids create a flourishing culture and continue to expand Islam all the way up to the year 1258. Look at those dates. From 750 to 1258, nearly 500 years of expansion. So what does this practically look like on the map? So what you're looking at here in all of this green area, this is the land that was controlled by the Islamic Empire at the time of Muhammad's death. Now check this out. Within 29 years of Muhammad's death, after the end of these four rightly guided caliphs, they have expanded their empire dramatically. It goes from this tiny area here, isolated in Arabia, going all the way over into Egypt, all the way up into the Middle East, all the way over here into Persia, peaking its way almost into Europe. Now, let's fast forward another 89 years, which in the grand scheme of things isn't all that long. This is what the Islamic Empire looked like at the end of the Umayyad dynasty. Okay? It has the entire Arabian Peninsula all the way over into the Middle East, all the way across now into northern Africa, and peaking its way up into this place. Many of you soccer fans know this place. This is called Spain. Now, check this one out. Within 508 years later, this is what the Islamic Empire looks by the end of the Abbasid dynasty. As you can see, it is massive. It fully controls almost all of the Middle East. It fully controls all of North Africa, and it has made its way all the way into the entirety of the country that today we called Spain. So, the question that we're going to be asking ourselves today is this. Okay, how on earth did they do that? Within a relatively short period of about 500 to 600 years, these people expanded their empire to encompass a massive, massive part of the known world at the time. Now, how on earth did they do it? Now, what you are now going to see is you are going to see four different pieces to this puzzle. what I want you to do is I want you to look at each different piece and I want you to summarize the answer to this question. How did the Islamic Empire expand so quickly using one single word? So all you got to do is choose the word that best summarizes the reading, and I think that you will all nail this. Good luck.